So if you're like us, you probably usually don't have buttermilk around. So you can actually sour your own milk. What you do is you combine 1 tablespoon of any clear vinegar, we used apple cider, with 1 cup of milk. And you need to let that set aside for about 10 minutes. More is preferable. We really like to use fresh corn kernels in our cornbread. So what you do is you boil the corn for a few minutes until it's soft enough to stick a fork through, and you cut the kernels from the cob. You should have 1½ cups of cornmeal, a ½ cup of whole wheat pastry flour, and 1 teaspoon baking powder. Add your choice of sweetener. We used coconut sugar, but honey or brown sugar also work well, and we like to also put in a pinch of salt. Stir well and make sure all of the dry ingredients are evenly dispersed, especially the baking powder. You should have ½ cup of applesauce. You can also use butter or margarine if you want it to be a little more buttery. Get your soured milk, 1 egg, and molasses. With the molasses, you just want a nice pour, just probably about 2 tablespoons. Make sure you stir the wet ingredients together really well, maybe using a fork at the end to make sure the yolk is all broken in. You're going to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and also your corn kernels.
All right, let's go again. Hey.
Stir the mixture of wet and dry ingredients until there are no lumps. You want your skillet to get pretty hot, so you're going to put it on high heat on your stove for about 3 to 5 minutes until the handle's too hot to touch. When the pan's hot enough, lubricate the pan liberally with either butter or margarine. Pour in the batter and flatten it out with a spoon. You want to let it sit on the high heat that it's at for only a few seconds until the sides look like they're starting to crisp up. Then you want to turn the heat to low as you can get it. Let sit for 30 to 45 minutes until golden brown. Once it's ready and looks golden brown, just flip it over out of your pan onto a plate, and it's ready to cut and serve with your topping of choice.
When you fill me up, I know what to say to make you feel good.
Congratulations, you just baked without an oven.